Man was stabbed to death at Hotel Safari in Upper Assam's Tinsukia district on Wednesday night. The drunken man attacked three people named as Sunil Mondol, Bimal Gogoi and Manoj Sharma, who were working as caterers in a wedding reception. Out of the three, Sunil Mondol was severely injured and died on the way to hospital. Sources said huge liquor bottles were recovered from the hotel premises. After the incident, the accused fled from the hotel. "We are investigating the matter and very soon the accused will be nabbed," said a police official. CPIM Tripura Secretary Gautam Das has said that the Chief Minister seeking the people's mandate on December 13 is nothing more than a drama to divert attention from the failure of his government when real issues at hand are left unresolved. BJP allied IPFT Supremo and State Revenue Minister N.C. Debarman said any problems along with his cabinet minister should have been solved internally without government intervention. Congress President Piyush Biswas also said the Chief Minister along with his cabinet minister should resign and fresh polls should be held if he actually wanted to know the public opinion. As a motorable road to Zuko has been demanded of Manipur people regarding the territorial dispute with neighboring Nagaland state and constant harassment of Manipur trekkers on Nagaland side, Chief Minister N. Biren Singh, after the cabinet meeting at Senapati district, announced that Mao MLA and PHED Minister Losi Dekho has been entrusted with the job of directly overseeing the road construction to be completed within the time frame of 3 to 4 months. A man from the Tangkhul tribes of Manipur has undertaken a journey on foot to spread the message of love and brotherhood in Nagaland. Y.S. Masungmi of the Tangkhul Naga tribe, settled at Dimapur, is carrying an Indian national flag on his shoulders and a Naga flag on his bedside to spread a message of peace, reconciliation and unity among Naga tribes. He started his mission on December 8 from Dimapur and reached Kohima on December 9. His next destination is to reach Zonheboto. Masungmi said that he was perplexed by the present political, social and cultural situation of the Nagas and thus decided to do something about it. Former Meghalaya Chief Minister and leader of opposition Mukul Sangma on Thursday submitted a memorandum to Governor Satyapal Malik regarding the implementation of the inner line permit in the state. Mukul also asked the governor to implement the original Meghalaya Resident Safety and Security Act 2016, while the amended MRSSA is waiting for the governor's assent. Mukul said the act needs to be operationalized keeping in mind the fact that Meghalaya is one of the frontier states and peace and harmony in this state is crucial and indispensable from geopolitical perspective. Arunachal Pradesh Chief Minister Pema Khandu on Thursday assured to make the Panchayat and municipal bodies people-centered by giving them more power if the Bharatiya Janata Party forms the municipal councils. The assurance from the Chief Minister came during the campaign for Panchayat and municipal polls that kicked off from Naharlagun near Itanagar. Addressing a rally, the Chief Minister thanked the people of Arunachal for electing unopposed 5,564 BJP candidates to the local bodies. He said such a mandate was possible because the voters are intelligent today and have themselves witnessed the performance of the BJP party. Mizoram Chief Minister Zoramthanga launched a Rs 3.3 crore project under the Mizoram Youth Commission christened as Livelihood Generation for returned migrant workers to assist the youth who lost their jobs due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The project will cover more than 2,600 people who will be given skill-based training and entrepreneurship development training to help them find suitable employment. Zoramthanga also urged the educated youths to work with great determination and perseverance so as to make Mizoram one of the states in the northeastern region that has the highest percentage of central civil servants. Former Chief Minister Pawan Chamlin has dismissed any belief that a ruling party after losing elections in Sikkim cannot make a comeback. In his weekly question and answer session, Chamli said that the saying that a party, once having lost an election in Sikkim, will never form the government again is simply just a baseless and illogical saying. There is no proof for this, and it is only natural that sometimes a party loses the election and at other times they are voted back to power. In the end, it is up to the people to decide who wins and who loses the election. We must instead engage in healthy debate and constructive criticism so that we hold the powerful in check and also build a forward-looking and aware society, said the SDF president.